What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex, and you're watching the TF Movie Show. This is just the web search. We're talking about the Transformers live-action movie franchise. This is episode number 35, and in this episode, we got to talk more about Bumblebee. Bumblebee just recently opened in China and is generating some big box office dollars. It still has yet to open in Japan, and that's going to happen in March. Now, I still want to watch Bumblebee one more time in the theaters, and that would make it my fourth time watching it. And it's simply because I love this movie. It's fun, it's entertaining, it's nostalgic. It takes place in the 1980s, which is an era that I grew up in. And the 1980s was truly a great era, especially for entertainment. It gave us a lot of great movies, a lot of great TV shows, great music, and also a lot of great cartoons. And that's why the 1980s was so great. Now, there's another era that was also great, and that is the 1990s. And the 1990s was great for me because of PC gaming. I did a lot of PC gaming during the 1990s. I played a lot of RPGs and a lot of real-time strategy games. Now, there's a game out there right now available for download called Vikings War of Clans that can recreate the awesomeness that we all had playing PC games in the 1990s. Vikings War of Clans was inspired by the RPGs and strategy games of the 1990s, such as Ultima, Diablo, Command & Conquer, and StarCraft, to name a few. And I love those games. I played them with a dedication that today's generation probably never understand. What makes Vikings War of Clans so addictive is because that there are over 20 million players online that are constantly changing how the game evolves, from never-ending fighting over resources, to forging new alliances, to competing in live events. Help support my channel by downloading Vikings for free from only my links in the description box below, and get the special bonus of 200 gold coins and a protective shield. Don't forget to look me up and join my Vikings clan under my nickname, TheRaginNation. Thank you for your support, and I really, really appreciate it. Now, what I have for you in this episode is a top 10 list. This top 10 list is my top 10 favorite things about Bumblebee. Let's get right into it. Number 10 would be Hailee Steinfeld. Perfect casting. I don't know who else I would want playing that role, but Hailee Steinfeld totally embodied what I would want to see in a human sidekick in the 1980s. Her and Bumblebee had this great chemistry, and she was just really, really believable, and she really enhanced the movie viewing experience. So I loved her role and performance in this film. Number 9, transformations. The transformations in Bumblebee were great. They were so clean, they were so detailed, and a lot of them were done in full view in one single take, which is something that we didn't get a lot of. A lot of the transformations in the previous films had like the camera always moving or done in several takes, and it was just too up close and we didn't know what was really going on. It was just a bunch of metal clanging around. So I love the transformations in Bumblebee. Travis Knight did a great job with that. And of course, the animators from Industrial Light and Magic. Number 8, Shatter and Dropkick. I love them as Decepticons, and not to mention Blitzwing, but I love that these are actual Decepticons, which are actual characters, instead of minions that are just there to be destroyed. So I love that these are characters that are actual antagonist elements, and they're a very strong antagonist element in this film. Number 7, I love the opening chase scene between Sector 7 and Bumblebee. Now, that was a great human on Transformer battle sequence. It kind of reminded me of Scorponok, the Scorponok battle in the desert. I really loved this sequence, and it was just a full-on battle between two parties that feared each other. They didn't know what was going on, which really reminded me of the Scorponok sequence in the first Transformers film. Number 6. Final fight between Dropkick and Shatter. Now, that was a cool battle. It was a battle that was really, really great because I love the fact that Dropkick and Bumblebee were not only battling it out, but they were battling out using their alt modes. They transformed in and out of alt modes while fighting, and it really made for a dynamic and complex fight scene. It wasn't just like, you know, fisticuffs. They were actually going at it. And then when it was time for Shatter to fight Bumblebee, she fought Bumblebee with just an extreme aggression. It wasn't an act of skill, it was just her going at it. And that was really an extension of her character, which was really awesome. Number 5, the Blitzwing Fight. The Blitzwing Fight was such a great battle. It was a one-on-one fight, and it just went all over the place. They were on the ground, they were flying around, he shot missiles, and Bumblebee came back at him. Oh man, what a fun fight. I love that sequence. Number 4, Optimus Prime walking with Bumblebee and then looking up and seeing 7 Autobots coming down. That was a great scene that gave me goosebumps. It really, really made me feel excited for what's to come next. And I just felt, such a great way to close the film. That was really, really awesome. Number 3. Now, I knew they were going to do this. I predicted that they were going to do this. And I mentioned that if they were able to do this, this would make for a really great movie. This would end the movie in a great way. Bumblebee taking the form of Camaro. Oh my god, that was perfect. He just scanned it and then he transformed to Camaro, Hailee, and then Charlie said, "You're telling me that you could have been a Camaro the whole time?" or something like that. Oh, that was a great scene. Number 2, the Golden Gate Bridge. Seeing Bumblebee as a Camaro and Optimus roll out as a flat-nosed cab truck with his trailer together, it was a short sequence, but it still made me feel awesome. And of course, number 1, you guys already know what it is. The War of Cybertron. It was a short sequence. I don't even know if it even lasted 5 minutes, but it was an amazing, amazing sequence that I would have loved to watch in an extended format. I would have loved to watch a beginning and middle and an end version of it, like a feature-length version of it, which I hope we're getting as our next film. That was awesome. Seeing the Seekers, seeing Optimus, seeing Bumblebee, and all the other Autobots, and Shockwave and Soundwave and Ravage. Oh my god, it was so awesome. And there you go. Those are my top 10 favorite things about Bumblebee. Why don't you guys let me know in the comment section below what are your top 10 favorite things about Bumblebee. I'd love to read them. Anyways, as always, if you enjoyed watching this video and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, TheRaginNation, also follow me on Twitter, RaginNation. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.